that you don't like.
Oh my god.
What? I'm not in the mood to play it. I'm in the mood to play something fun and colorful.
What's the closest language to
English?
Spanish? Spanish? I'm gonna pick Italian for this.
Italian. Because you can do this.
Hell yeah. Like Spain. What's the closest to like Spain Spanish? I guess I was gonna ask. Not like, I mean, just Spanish, I guess.
I mean, Italian's probably pretty close.
Because my other playthrough is Spanish. I wanted a different mix. I'll be the tan girl. How do you spell Cruchet's name from ReZero? So my goal with this playthrough is just to see the performance difference. I might play through the whole story, but the whole story is like really short if you just zoom through it. So I mean, I'm definitely not going to do that today. I kind of want to just trade over my ogre pawn and just like tear through the story with it. When you get a chance, would you mind turning the air off for me?
Yeah. Is this also a rare physical game?
I think so, relatively. Well, I know the back of that guy's head. It's the guy who's like, oh, my dog's sick. Wah, wah, wah.
Listen, bitch.
Isn't it funny that just feeding him sandwiches made him better? Maybe he was like starving him.
You just needed to eat.
This looks like
Marvin's really a secret villain.
This intro looks like an ICDC college commercial. They're like, come to whatever Naranja Academy. Call 1-800-Naranja. One change changes everything. Pokemon Scarlato. Pokemon Scarlato.
Scarus.
Huh?
Scarusi. Just sit down. Do you want me to use headphones or are you good? Look, I put this here so I can put my feet up. Look what she's doing.
What?
I put this here to put my feet up. Look what the fuck she's doing. Also, I was saying, do you want me to use headphones? Okay. 'Cause, 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 'cause,
I don't remember if the beginning of the game was super, like, if the performance at the beginning was super poor. I feel like I'll have a good idea once I get to the part with the, once I get to, like, the free roam. At least the loading seems to be way faster. That's good, at least. Run. Squoo. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't speak Italian. I mean, I already beat this game in a foreign language once, but it was also immediately after I had finished it in English, so I kind of still remembered everything. Not that it's terribly difficult. Squoo? Squoo yourself, brother. Now do I go get my stuff? Can you run faster? Now do I go get my stuff? Can you run faster? Does she have a Switch 2 on her desk now? Hold on. That'd be funny if they patched out the regular Switch. Oh no, it just says Switch. That does look more like a Switch 2. Just give me the cat. I had picked Quaxley on my main playthrough and then my Fuecoco on my second playthrough, so Sprigatito is gonna be the pick this time. I just got a hot tip. Smart Rotom. Oh my god, you're so slow. I mean, so far so good. The game feels really stable and smooth. So that's good. I mean, it only took 3 years and a whole other console, but at least we got here. There we go, god damn. Here comes this weirdo stalker. I desperately need to turn up the text speed. I don't know if I'll know how, though. God, dude, the character designs in this game, they look like Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal characters. Oh, that was weird, the light popping in. I don't look at them all, but I'm definitely picking that one. Quacks. Tranquila. It's a member of Los Ingobernables de Japón. Or just, in general, Los Ingobernables. Keep its regular name. Not a big fan of switching their names unless it's like my second or third copy. Can I battle him? Can I battle him with the weaker one? Fuecoco looks pretty excited about not being picked. Alright, just mash scratch or whatever until it faints. Just gonna give commentary. Oh, that hit hard. Good job understanding type weaknesses. And good job completely knowing nothing, absolutely nothing about him, apparently. It's kind of weird how the characters have different names and different regions. Nemi. Oh fuck, I forgot to try to switch the text. No, I don't want him. Keep him. Don't force me to do this. I don't want this guy. Whoa, the trainer jumped into place. Did that used to happen? Preso. She just gave me 5 Pokeballs and then she gave me 10 more. Yeah, get to the lighthouse, meet the guy with the sick dog. Why am I grabbing this? That's one of the things that's really easy to do in this game, is just to keep getting sidetracked for all the fucking shiny items. Well, one thing I'm noticing already is that the character... I mean, the frame... When you move the camera, the frame rate's still shit, but... At least, like, you can see all of the Pokemon in the field without them, like, constantly popping in. And with them looking so, like, blurry that you can't tell whether or not they're a Pokemon or just a piece of the environment. Stop stopping me every 5 seconds. God, dude. Mysterious voice, I'm assuming that was. Skip cutscene. Let me skip cutscene. I've seen this twice already. Cutscene's not what I'm trying to examine anyway. He's getting bullied by some Houndours. Whoa. Oh yeah, I forgot how your phone somehow can stop you from falling from great heights. Hell yeah, I became a Pokemon trainer 5 minutes ago and I already found a super rare legendary from the past? Yeah, from the past. Panino. He's like, hey, I just got beaten up by a gang of Houndours. You want a like, sandwich? You want a sandwich? That'll heal you. I mean, I guess it does with video game logic. Chomp chomp, motherfucker. Come on, man. You gotta move faster than that. I need to unlock Mystery Gift in like 20 minutes. Posion. They're all just gonna combine into one giant hound hour. Dude. Oh yeah, I saw that. My phone once again not showing me chats, but I see him now on my on my dashboard. But yeah. No, I was just playing in Spanish, or I mean playing in Italian actually, but I was playing in Italian because the game doesn't. Oh, this is gonna go well. Like the game marks if the Pokemon are from different regions around the world, and if you have them interact with different like countries, there's different bonuses. But the game doesn't actually like geolocate you. It just is based off of what language you pick in the beginning. So since this is like my third time playing this game, and I'm not like playing it super serious, I just have it in Italian to get so that everything I catch will be technically from a different country, quote unquote. I mostly am just playing to unlock the open world to see if the performance is supposed to be better, but I kind of want to see, like, for myself. Mm-hmm. He just needs more sandwiches. Mm-hmm. Alright, hurry. Oh, wait. I hope this is the thing I'm looking for. Machi. Yeah, I was gonna mention that too. Hold on, let me see. Oh yeah, the text way faster now. That was the right option. Oh, oops. Oh yeah, there we go. So yeah, I was just looking at the schedule. I'm gonna say, like, when's a good time that you guys were thinking of going? I was thinking of probably not this weekend. I'm thinking maybe next weekend or the weekend after. It'd probably be the best time. I just need to make sure that works for Megan too. I forgot you have to fight this guy. Come on, hurry up. Kill him. Oh, nice. For some reason, I didn't realize they ran on Tuesdays. I thought it was just like a weekend thing. But hell yeah. Like, weekends are usually good for us because since Megan works Monday through Friday, she doesn't usually like doing things in the weekday. Oh, okay, yeah. Pepe? Is his name Pepe in Italian? Oh my god. Or am I reading something else? Oh, that's the first what's it called? First Pokemon Center. So I think that's what the goal is, to get to the first Pokemon Center to get the unlock mystery gift. I think I have to go up here first though. Yeah. Okay, good. So I have to just double check to see what's good for Megan. We have plans this weekend, and then next weekend we're going to a couple concerts, so I'm not sure if she'll have the energy or if she'll want to rest up on the weekend. Although I want to aim for next weekend if she's up for it, because I think, hold on, what's today? 27th? Yeah, the weekend after, 2 weekends from now, I think, is Anime Expo, and the week after that, where we have plans. So it would either have to be next weekend or like 3 weeks after that. But yeah, I want to aim for next week, but let me talk to Megan first, and see how she thinks she'll feel. Pretty excited because there's a weekend concert next Thursday that we're supposed to go to. And like that day in between should be enough to recover, but like with her it's always like it's hard to tell. I'm usually the more energetic of the two. Yeah, I didn't even think of that in relation to this, but yeah, it's fucking terrible. There's a truck nearby us that we always wanted to try, and we've noticed that we haven't seen it come by in the last couple weeks. Okay, I wasn't going to catch anything, but I'm going to stop for this guy. Yeah. Yeah, if you think so. Like, either way is good. Oh, come on. You're wasting my time. Maybe I shouldn't have stopped. But yeah, it's horrible. Are they... have they been in that area a lot, too? I know they kind of station near where I'm at, and I saw videos online of them stationed at like a Home Depot. Oh, well, the screen clipping's still present apparently. But I saw videos of them at a Home Depot near us, and then at a Costco near us. Yeah, I don't blame them. I was just... And maybe I'm not paying as much attention as I should, but I was just watching a video yesterday that was talking about how, like, I don't think these situations were out here, but I don't know if that really matters much, but, there were situations where they would, like, threaten, like, the children of citizens to, like, lure out the parent so that they could arrest the parent instead. Like, this particular story I was reading was, like, they were threatening to arrest the daughter who was a citizen and who was also with her daughter. So she called her mom to come get her young daughter while she tried to sort out whatever happening with ICE. And then when when the mom came out, grandma, I should probably say, when the grandma came out to talk to to like retrieve the small child, that they were actually just using that situation as bait to lure the grandmother out, and then arrested the grandma. And then when the daughter, like when the adult daughter freaked out when they started arresting the grandmother, then they also arrested her for like obstruction of, or not obstruction, obstruction, because they said she was interfering with their arrest of her mom. So I don't know. Oh no, it's wild. I even, on my end too, as a precaution, I started bringing my passport with me, because I'm not, I'm born and raised here, and I'm not even like any type of Latino or Hispanic, but people think I am, like, often. And the way some of these people are so like trigger happy and so eager to just like capture people, I'm like, I'm not going to take any chances. Assuming they even look at it, because there's been plenty of stories too about how people will be walking around with their citizenship papers and they just ignore it and take them anyway. I've had that happen. I don't know if I told you about this before, but when I used to work at Goodwill, I had a lady like cuss me out in Spanish because I didn't speak Spanish, and she was basically saying that I was like abandoning my culture or whatever, and I was like, what? One of my coworkers who spoke Spanish got mad on my behalf and like kind of told her off a little bit, and I asked her what happened, and she was like, oh, she said this about you. And I was like, oh, well, thanks for thanks for looking out for me, but yeah, but it's wild, dude. Yeah, like I know it's like this, I know like it's a cultural thing of being worried that that like future generations are losing their culture by being like so entrenched in like American culture. But it's always funny when it's like, I mean, I've had it both ways. Like, I've had people get mad at me for disrespecting my culture. I've had like racist white dudes like be like talked, like use like slurs towards me like that are like meant for like Mexican people, and I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Like, it's wild. I don't know. There's a lot of weird ass people out there. That's funny that that happens on the phone. So, like, how does that happen? Like, cool, I have a level 50 Incineroar to start. So, like, they see her last name, they try to talk to her in Chinese, and when she doesn't respond in kind, they get mad. That's kind of funny, though, to be like that when... That's kind of funny to be like that when you're trying to sell something to someone, though. It's like, that's not going to endear you to them when you're, like, disparaging them. I'm going to go back and catch... I think I'm going to try to catch all the Pokemon I walked past just now and just kind of take a look at the open world a bit, and then... from there, just, like... I'll probably go to the school to see how the school looks, and then from there I'm probably going to switch to Street Fighter. So they don't lose it. Yeah. No, I think, yeah, I kind of get that. It's just weird. Let me put Incineroar away before I ruin his EVs by keeping him in my party. I did want to actually use him, but I don't want to ruin his EVs. Oh, I got a Fido already. A Wooper. Is this bite? Yes. Oh shit, really? Let me look it up too. I just had the Instagram up. Oh, their very first story on Instagram says that they're reopening this weekend. Maybe they were just closed because of the protests and all the police activity. Dude. Yeah, I don't blame them either. We were down there last weekend, and yeah, we were down there for about an hour and a half, and then when we went home, and then we turned on a stream that was covering it when we got home, and like the streamer we were watching was literally standing where we had just been standing, and they started like shooting tear gas into the crowd, and they like narrowly missed some guy with a rubber bullet. So yeah, it was just kind of surreal because we were like, if we had stayed there for another hour, we'd be in that crowd. So yeah, so I don't blame the night market for deciding to just kind of like step away for a little bit. Is a character standing on a rock? She threw the Pokeball straight down. It was like she was mad at something. Oh, well. Good to know that the performance improvement didn't change the Good to know the performance improvement didn't change how buggy the game is. Whoa, what happened to the Hoppip? Oh, what the hell? He just vanished and came back? Can't believe Hoppip's already, or not Hoppip, Sprigatito's already at level 10, closing in on 11. I kind of want a Houndour. Can I go back to the cave? Oh yeah, I didn't grab this guy either. What's his name again? Yeah, Scatterbug. Celot. Oh, I think I'm locked out of the cave. Never mind. Can I run with my guy yet? No. There's only like one Pokemon I think I'm missing from this area, and it was that this Cottonhead guy. I forget his name already. I really don't remember like any of the new ones. Well, it's cool that you could apparently see Pokemon from far away without them needing to like pop in right in front of you. Oh, here it is. Oh, but he's in the tree though. How do I get him? Also, I need a Fletchling since I killed the only one that I've encountered. I'm not going to obsess over it. Oh, here you go. I was looking for you. Oh, what the hell? I'm already, like, out-leveling this area. I literally just started. Got a Scatterbug, yeah. Oh, I forgot about Azurill. Hell yeah. Do nothing. No more Fletchlings anywhere? Are these Deerlings? A deerling in the background sliding down the hill. Okay, just gonna head straight to the school. I'll try to catch any new Pokemon that I find, but if I don't see any, I'm just gonna move on. I don't want to battle with any of you weirdos either. Leave me alone. I guess I should follow this road. There's just evolved Pokemon walking around already. Sorry, is the game on what? It's like a Switch 1 game, but it had a free upgrade on Switch 2, so I was playing it on the Switch 2 just to see what the difference was, if anything. And it does seem like the frame rate's way more stable. The draw distance is way better. Like on the Switch 1, on Switch 1, it's just like Pokemon will appear out of thin air, like right in front of you, especially when you're in wider areas. I would say so, because this game's pretty easy. Like, they kind of do a good job of explaining everything. The newer games, this one included, is like a lot easier than when we were like in middle school and high school when they first came out, and they didn't always tell you what to do. This one actually is like more open world, so they give you. So in one sense, it is kind of daunting that the map is so big, but they, like, over the course of the story, there's essentially like 3 different storylines that you play through, and each one they kind of tell you exactly where you need to go, exactly what you need to do. I guess another thing that's kind of hard about it, though, is that because it's free roam, they kind of give you the freedom to do whatever you want, but then if you like wander into an area that's higher, that has like higher level Pokemon or higher level enemies, then it's like you can't, like, you'll probably get beaten and you'll have to like retreat and like level up somewhere else. I would say it depends if she, I don't know if she has a sorry, my throat got dry for a second. I don't know if she has a preference for like dinosaurs and prehistoric stuff, or if she has a preference for like robots and like futuristic stuff, but that's kind of the big difference, because basically the end of the game, there's this big weird twist at the end of the game where it turns out someone opened a portal to, depending on what version, if you play Scarlet, they opened a portal to the past and it has a bunch of prehistoric Pokemon. And then on Violet, if you they opened a portal to the future and it has a bunch of like futuristic and robotic Pokemon. Okay. Yeah, so if she hates dinosaurs and doesn't like robots, then robots is probably the way to go, just because it sounds like she dislikes them less than dinosaurs. That's not you. Oh, I thought I caught that guy. I guess I didn't. Still looking for that fletchling, man. Yeah, so it works out then. But yeah, and I'm biased too because just the very first Pokemon game I had was Blue, and since then I've just had a rule where I always pick the second version. The only times I don't is if Megan has like a particularly strong preference for the second version, then I'll play the first one just so we had one of each. But yeah. Okay, so I made it to the school, so I'm just going to walk the school grounds just to see what the performance is like there, because I remember the game used to like chug quite a bit on the school grounds. She, I don't even think she's really played it. I know she loaded it up and like was going through the very beginning, but since then she hasn't. She's just been hooked on Balatro, which I know is like a super addicting game. But like whenever I see her playing anything, it's usually Balatro. I didn't see what its health was. What was it? Bota? Because my fucking head's blocking it. I need to swap my team around and make some better, and like bring in some better Pokemon, because I don't know, Igglybuff is not going to do it for me. Oh god, I forgot that this is a terrestrializing tutorial or whatever. Did I kill it? Wow. Oh wait. Oops, I just deleted something by accident. I don't know what any of these attacks are, man. Why'd you give me revives? There's literally a Pokemon Center right behind me. Or right behind you. This cutscene at least looks like it's chugging, still chugging a little bit. Let me see. Let me full screen it. Yeah, like it chugs slightly, but it does seem like a pretty noticeable... Oh god, those characters have just vanished. Or just appeared out of thin air. Do they still have that weird, like, stuttering motion when they're far away? No, it doesn't look like they do. Like, when the characters are really far away, like, they would look like a stop-motion animated character. There's still some pop in, but it's not... It's way better, but still there. I feel like a proper Switch 2 version would probably do better. Yeah. Let me run down here and see if anyone just magically appears on the field. Oh, yeah, I think so. Oh, there they are. Yeah. So it's still there. It's just... But the distance is way farther. So I think I'm just going to run up to this Pokemon Center and stop for now. With this game, at least. Okay, this Pokemon Center is as good of a place as any to stop. So, I'm going to switch to Mario Kart, I think, and then play that for a little bit, then probably go get dinner, or... So the two things I really wanted to do was, that I haven't done yet, is check the... Oh, no, I wish. No, we were debating of just making something that we had here or going on a walk and getting something close by. I'm trying to remember. Can't even remember what Megan said, but she had a suggestion. My answer is usually yes, like whatever you want, whatever you say. I'll be the penguin again. I'll be Tiny Titan, sure, why not? $150, let's go. Yeah, possibly. So I'm going to do one knockout tour, and then I'm going to do free roam for a while. Oh, I didn't mean to skip that. Whatever. It was crazy to see so many racers on screen at once. Oh god, that ostrich is literally in this race. I need to remember that you could like drive on walls and stuff. I keep forgetting that. Oh fuck, I forgot about that food bag. How did I get a blue shell in, like, 4th place or whatever that was? Oh, speaking of, I wanted to mention I was reading an article earlier today, and you know how last time we were talking about the whole game card thing, about how there's games without the data on the cartridge and it just downloads it. I was reading that those particular games are all selling significantly worse than just the regular games with the full games on the carts. So sounds like people are wise to it and are rejecting it up to this point at least. So that hopefully that's a positive sign, and that companies will see that whatever money they're saving on the cheapo cartridges is going to be offset by people not actually spending money on their products. Yeah, it just, there's like way too much wrong with it to justify. It's just weird all around. I feel like too, like, I feel like the only reason these even exist is just because apparently the Switch 2 cartridges, the proper ones, are like fairly expensive. And so I know back in like the N64 days, a big reason why PlayStation got so much support was because the CDs were so cheap compared to the CDs are so cheap compared to the cartridges. So I could see this being like, I could see this as Nintendo being afraid of repeating that, so they created like a middle ground solution, but still, like, when it turns into such an anti-consumer product where essentially it's just a digital game with an extra step and the ability to lose it, like, it doesn't make sense. Yeah. Like, some of that stuff, though, I feel like is kind of overblown. Like, I don't know. I've never been, like, huge into, like, the modding scene and the modding stuff. But, like, everything that I've read about it, it's like really, like, nothing new. So I guess, like, it kind of is weird to me that a lot of times people single out Nintendo and they make it seem like it's a Nintendo exclusive problem. Because, like, I know the most recent example I remember seeing was, like, I guess in their terms of service, it says that, you know, they don't authorize modifications of the hardware, and if you modify it, they're authorized to like to basically like shut down your system. But that's like something that was in the oh shit, grab that. That was something that was like in the PlayStation terms of service like forever ago. And then like stuff that like articles I was reading, not articles, but just like comments I was reading were talking about like all the way back in the days of like Halo 3, people would get their Xboxes banned for like playing a modded Xbox on Halo 3, and then they would run to the gaming forums of the day and be like, "Oh, is anyone else having this problem? I can't sign in and I can't figure out why." And then eventually it would turn out that, oh, because you modded your Xbox and went online with it. So it's like, it sucks, but it's not not only is it not unique to Nintendo, but it's something that's been present for a long time now. So like whenever I see anything that's kind of singling out Nintendo for it, I kind of feel like it's a bit of like a, especially from like big streamers and stuff, I almost feel like it's almost like a rage bait / engagement farm kind of thing. But yeah, like, but the game card thing is ridiculous. That's why, like, I kind of got the games that I wanted to get, and a lot of the games I got were also partially to just kind of test out how the hardware works. But like going forward, I'm not planning on buying any game key card games. And again, like the main reason I usually buy Nintendo platforms are for Nintendo's first party games, and they're still maintaining, they've maintained the entire time that they themselves aren't ever going to use these key cards. It's more an option for third parties. So if they stay true to that, I'm not going to be missing out on anything, because the Nintendo stuff is pretty much why I buy their hardware. God, I feel like I'm playing terribly. Wait, how did I miss that? Oh my god. I feel dumb as hell after that. So this is basically just the Grand Prix, but straight through. This is cool. I really like this. Oh, come on, dude. I have to stay above 4th place. I was gonna say 2 red shells in a row. Give me a break, man. God, whoever was in 1st place got fucked over pretty bad right there. Yeah, and if you're going to pay full price for a cartridge, you're going to expect it to actually be on the cartridge. I mean, I guess it sucks because it was bound to happen, but I remember when digital game... I mean, I say it was bound to happen, but it's never really not been the case. But when, like, digital games first became a thing, people would always talk about how, oh, like, since digital games have less overhead, they can be cheaper than physical. But then it's like, no, that's like, at least on consoles, that's never been the case. I mean, granted, when games become older, digital storefronts do discount them more often, and usually at better discounts than physical discounts, but that's usually after the product's been out for a long time. How did you get ahead of me? Give me a red shell. God damn. A coin. Coin's not what I need at this stage of the race. Oh, come on. I should have anticipated that, though. Please tell me you got hit by that barrel. It looked like he was heading straight for the barrel. Third! I didn't even get first. I got third. Damn. Do you get anything special for winning that, or is it just for fun? Oh, it looks like they're actually treating it like a championship. That sucks. Yeah, like I'm still like mostly a physical person. Like, oh yeah, it is treated like a cup. Oh damn, so I basically lost the cup. Unlocked a new vehicle. What is this? Oh. Touring Peach. Rob. Oh yeah, it is its own cup. Now I'm mad that I lost. I would have tried harder. Not that I wasn't trying hard, though. I probably would have lost regardless. I'm going to try one more, and then I'm going to do the free roam after that. But yeah, like, I'm still largely a physical person, mostly because, like, especially when something's brand new, the digital and physical are the exact same price. And at that point, I'm like, I might as well actually get something for it. And then on top of that, like, it hasn't happened often, but, you know, there's been cases of how digital products are, like, you don't really own the product. It's like you're more are granted temporary access to the license. And, I mean, 99% of the time, you still have access to it, like, for the life of the hardware. But there's still been, like, a handful of cases where it's like, oh, something happens, and then they take the game ends up getting taken away from people who paid money to own it. And I'm like, yeah, like, if I can, even if it's just like a possibility that's highly unlikely to happen, I would rather just have the security of knowing that, hey, when I buy this game, I'm gonna have it forever and not have to worry about it. Yeah, which is why it's encouraging to see that apparently people are rejecting the game cards and telling these publishers that, yeah, we're not gonna pay for these games if we're not gonna pay for these physical games if it's essentially just a digital copy. Now, like, how that'll play out later, like whether or not that means these companies are going to start using the full cards, or if that means that these companies are just going to abandon physical altogether and just start selling digital exclusively. Like, it's hard to say at this point, but I mean, as long as they all pursue endless profits and can find ways and excuses to cut back on costs while charging the maximum amount, I could see them kind of just abandoning physical altogether. But we'll see. Hopefully it doesn't come down to that. I know out of all the companies, like Marvelous, the company that publishes the that game that I was playing on the first day that I streamed the Switch, where the audio was all messed up. That publisher, they're like a small publisher, and they would probably have more of an excuse than most to use those because they're not a... Wait, Wait, what is smart steering? I just heard about this by watching someone else play. I didn't know that was even a feature, let alone that it was something that was default. But, yeah. So, like, I lost my train of thought. But I was saying, like, Marvelous, of all companies, they're like a small company. They don't have the funds that a company like Square Enix or Capcom has. But they actually recently did an interview, because they're kind of being heralded as, like, almost as heroes, because they're pretty much the only third party that was releasing their games on full cartridges, and they did an interview that was saying that it was a hard decision for them to make because their profit margins are so small and they don't sell a ton of copies. But at the end of the day, they listened to the feedback from their fan base and decided that they wanted to prioritize giving their audience what they wanted over potentially alienating them for the sake of like a small increase in profit per game sold. And I think it's really paying off for them because granted, it's all anecdotal evidence, and who knows how that translates to like a broader situation, but how they were saying that I've been reading so many people that were saying that they were going out of their way to like buy those games at launch specifically to reward them for that. So hopefully that hopefully that sends a message not just to Marvelous that they made the right choice in doing so, but also sends a message to the companies who didn't, that says, hey, the goodwill from your audience and just basically creating a sense of goodwill with your audience is going to outweigh whatever small increase in profits you see. Like, because if CD Projekt Red could put Cyberpunk and its DLC on one Switch cartridge, and there's no excuse. Like, I was thinking, oh cool, a new costume for Peach, which I think is a costume from Mario Kart Mobile. But anyway, like the only time I could kind of excuse it is if it's a game where the file is too big to fit on a cartridge. Because at that point, what choice do you have? It kind of either has to be digital, or the game key card at least gives people something like physical to hold on to and collect. But like that's really like the only reason I can see. Other than that, it's kind of absurd to be like, okay, we're going to charge the same amount for a physical card that is basically just an unlock key. Yo, first place is so far ahead of everybody. What happened? Oh, I thought that Bullet Bill was a barrel, and I was like, going to drive towards it at first. Oh, thank God for rubber banding, I guess. I'm like mostly caught up to them now. Oh, the boomerang doesn't collect coins in the mobile game. And I think in other versions of the console game too, I could swear it used to collect. Oh, hell yeah, they ran into a car. Kaluka-coo. Come on. This traffic is killing me. I have one green shell protecting me from incoming, like, red shells. Oh, what the fuck? Come on, dude. That was such bullcrap. Hell yeah. Got her back. Oh, I have a red shell in first place, so if she catches up, I have something waiting for her. Come on, dude. I was trying to aim for the for the 2-item box. Oh, that's like the worst thing I can get right now. Shit. Thought I fucked that up for a second. Okay, I have a banana to protect me from red shells at least. Hell yeah, there we go. I saw her catching up to me on the map. I thought I was gonna get hit at the very last second and have it ruined for me. That's actually really tense. Like, I don't know. It's fun, but in the moment I really don't appreciate it. Swoop? Swoop's in this? At least I got a new Peach costume. Oh shit, I didn't mean to skip that. I just get antsy when I'm sitting there. Where you go? Map. Oh, there's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 costumes for Peach to get? I'll try to unlock all of her stuff first, because she's pretty much been my main from the start, since Mario Kart started. Peach has been my character since I first played Mario 2. Oh, that's cool. They just kind of start you wherever the character's at. Whoa, this map is crazy. This map is, like, the map is literally just a 3D render of the game. It's honestly really impressive. Not $80 impressive, but impressive nonetheless. Oh, what is that? Oh, you could wave if you don't have an item. A P switch. Dash through traffic on the covered roads. Sure. Oh, that's cool. So there's like... I mean, like, I would easily pay 60 for this, but that's it. I mean, I'm still not really sold on the idea of paying more than 60. Not because I don't think games should ever cost more despite them getting more advanced, but it's just that games, people always say games have been $60 for, like people will always say, like, oh, and I don't know why people defend raising prices so much. They're not shareholders. Like, why do they give a shit? But, like, people are always, like, defending it, like, saying, oh, well, games have been $60 since, like, 2000, whatever, whenever the Xbox 360 came out, like, 2005. They're like, what, do you just expect prices to never increase despite games getting more complex and more, like, more technically advanced? But I'm like, games already aren't $60, though, because games for years and years now get cut up into pieces, and they sell you the pieces separately so that by the time you get a full game... Oh, cool. New costume. Another new costume? Hopefully. Oh, just a normal one. But, like, yeah, by the time you get all of the content that would have just been part of the normal game, like, 20 years ago, by the time you get all of that across all these microtransactions and DLC, then at that point, you've paid, like, $120, $150. So it's like, yeah. And that game is, like, the mobile Mario Kart, though, it's, like, surprisingly, like, it's surprisingly good and surprisingly, like, true to core Mario Kart. It's not like it's not kind of just like a half-assed version of it. And like, the thing I really love about it too is how many, like, unique tracks it has. Like, how it has so many tracks based off of real places. So they'll have, like, London tracks. They have a Los Angeles track that goes all the way through, like, from City Hall to, like, Santa Monica Pier and stuff like that. They have, like, a Tokyo one. They have, trying to think of some other ones. But yeah, oh, they have Vancouver. It's crazy. Even this game, for like a full console release, I think it was like a pretty small file size. I think it was like 20 or 30 gigs, something like that. Is this a root beer? Oh, and another new one. Yoshi. What does that do if I interact with Yoshi, I wonder? Yeah, it's wild. That's why I wonder, like, how games are so... I'll come back for that P block. I just wanted to see what happens if you interact with another character. But that's, like, the thing I wonder about, because it's like... Are a lot of these games just... Do a lot of these games take up just so much space because they're just not optimizing them properly, or... What? Because it's like... That Mario Kart game's pretty impressive, and it's just like a few... Like, it's like 1 gig or whatever. And then... Every year... And I know, from what I remember reading a long time ago, it was just like... Basically most of the data from these games with a ton of... That take up a ton of space are either... Or it's mostly from either the texture packs or the voice acting. But still, it's like crazy to me that like every year now, Call of Duty, when a new Call of Duty comes out, it's like 150, 200 gigs. It like takes up like a fucking third of your, or like a quarter of your total hard drive space. Then then that's another, oh shit, I super missed that. Then that gives them an excuse to like expect you to buy more storage, which is like another couple hundred on top of the, like, assuming we're talking about PlayStation 5. That's like, oh, come on, I had it that time. But like, assuming we're talking about PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series X is even worse now since they increased their price. So like, what, Xbox Series X is like, what, $550 now? And then Xbox in particular is kind of bad with that because they have a proprietary memory card that you need that only works on Xbox. So you gotta spend like another couple $100. Whoa, oh shit, I thought I missed it. But like, yeah, you have to spend another couple $100 to increase the storage space on with their proprietary memory card that only works on Xbox, because every game is like anywhere between like 50 to 150 gigs, and I think the internal memory on it's only like 500. So it's like, it's insane. At least, and PlayStation's a pain in the ass because you have to like open it up and like put in a internal hard drive, but at least that's an option. And then, like, you know, Switch uses SD cards or whatever, even though now Switch 2 is, like, only uses a particular type of card now. Is that a racer that I don't have? Because they're not marked on the map. It's so cool how you could drive on the walls like that. Yeah, and that's part of it too, because when you have to download entire files like that, that's going to drain your system memory super quick. It's just bad. Join the endurance race in the savannah. Yeah. Just, like I was saying earlier, I'm just hoping that, what's it called? That when companies see the backlash to it. Oh shit, I thought I missed that. Checkpoint. But yeah, when customers see the backlash to it, or when companies see the backlash to it, hopefully they'll take the right lessons from it and just understand that people actually just want their physical media to actually be physical media. And the wrong lesson they could take from it is that, oh, people will just be fine with digital and then abandon physical altogether. But either way, I don't put a lot of faith in them making the right decision. They rarely do. Especially Square. Like, that's the one that that I think is the most egregious, is how Bravely Default is only like Bravely Default's HD remaster of a, like, I don't even know how old anymore, but it has to be over 10 years old by now. But it's a remaster of a game that's over 10 years old, and the file for the Switch 2 version is only like 15 gigabytes, and it's on one of these key cards. It's like, what's the point aside from being cheap? It's like, because I feel like I'm a little bit more lenient on a game like Street Fighter, because Street Fighter is like a 60, 70 gig file, and I think and that's already compressed, because I have the game on Xbox and PlayStation, and I think my Xbox version is 74 gigs, and I think the PlayStation's the same. And then the Switch version, I think, is like, I want to say 55 gigs, and the game constantly updates and constantly adds new content, so that file size is only going to get bigger. And I think the cartridges hold a maximum of I want to say 60-ish gigs. So it's like, with a game like Street Fighter, I'm a little bit more lenient, because I'm like, well, they're already doing work compressing. Oh shit! Whoa, the fuck! Whoa, they expect you to do some crazy shit in this game. But yeah, like, on that I'm a little bit more lenient, because they're already compressed it down to like about 50 from the 70 that it is on other platforms, and then on top of that, the game's going to have constant updates, so the game's file is going to grow. So I can understand a game like that using like the game key card, because eventually that game's not going to fit on a regular card. But then a game like Bravely Default, like I said, there's absolutely zero reason that a game that's like 15 gigs, that's a fully single-player game, that's not going to get any major updates. Definitely nothing that's going to bring it up to over 60 gigabytes. Like, that's absurd. That's just Square Enix being cheap. And, you know, there's so many other games that are, like, similar where... What's down here? Did I just find... Oh, shit, it's Nabbit! Get him! Wonder what happens if I catch him. But yeah, like, a lot of these companies are just kind of using it as an excuse to try to save money off of using full cartridges, and it's fucking lame. Where'd you go? That truck cut me off. Hey, welcome to the stream, Gringo Suck. Oh my god, this is hard. Okay, this is like the first genuinely challenging thing I've had in the game so far. Is that Yoshi Chicken Tenders? Oh, this is a costume from the mobile game too. Oh, did Nabbit come back? No. I lost him. It's a tragedy. A stupid truck happened to drive by right when Nabbit ran across. What is that? Whoa. Does that do anything, or is that just something cool, like some random event that can happen? Okay, I'm gonna try to complete one more challenge, and then I'm gonna stop. Oh, another star. What is this challenge? Reach blue coins with the crocodile's help. Damn it. Do I have to get them all? Probably. Hell yeah. Alright. Well, that's that. I'm gonna stop for now, but... No, I don't want to retry or quit mission. The mission... I mean... Is it really quitting the mission when the mission's done already? This is just really cool, though. I love how this whole map is interconnected, but also part of the races and all the cool little challenges. And, like, one of the criticisms I saw was that, like, the map doesn't really tell you where things are or what to do, but I kind of like how it's just, like, straight, like, curiosity. It's like you don't have a map full of, like, 100 icons telling you what to do. You're just kind of exploring and discovering things for yourself, and I kind of like that. Plus, it's not like it's anything super high stakes that you're unlocking anyway. It's just like stickers, which after I finish this challenge, I'm gonna go into the sticker menu, because I don't even really know what the stickers do. I'm assuming it's just to decorate your profile card. Whoa. Alright, quit free roam. Another thing I want to check too is if I unlocked all of Peach's costumes, because I unlocked a lot. How do you do it? Just highlight Peach. Oh, I'm missing one. Dude, all the characters have so many costumes, and like the main characters like Peach, Mario, and Luigi, they have so many alone, and then like even like the baby characters have a ton of costumes. That's crazy. There's so much to unlock in this game. And there's like a whole jazz remix soundtrack of like the entire Mario franchise hidden in here. It's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I didn't buy a controller either. I'm gonna hold out until they come. Well, even then, I'm not 100% sure, because I have a couple of Switch controllers that I got because over time with Switch 1, they gave them out as part of like collections or bundles of certain games. The only one I think I just bought with my just straight up was the Xenoblade controller, and then like we found a Mario, like an NES Mario controller wired from like Ross on clearance for like $15. So like those are the only two we ever got, and they're all cross. That's one cool thing about the Switch 2 also, that pretty much all the accessories are backwards compatible. So I keep hearing that the new Switch 2 Pro controller is really solid and feels a lot better than the Switch 1 controller, but I don't care how good it feels. Like, it could be like silky smooth to the touch, and that wouldn't justify spending $90 on a control I don't need when all the other controls I have already work just as fine, like just as much, just as well. Only thing I haven't tested is if the wired controls work, but I'll try that another time. But yeah. What did I get? Oh yeah, I got a case that came with a screen protector from like a third party, and I think it was like $30. So that was nice. That was a good way to save a little bit. I didn't get an SD card, but I don't. With the Switch 1, I didn't buy a lot of digital, and I'm hoping to keep it that way with this. But with these fucking game key cards, well, like I said though, I'm not planning to buy anymore for the foreseeable future. So I'm hoping these will last for a long, long time, and I won't need to buy an SD card. I don't even remember if I ever even bought one for Switch 1. I think I might have eventually, because at the time I was reviewing a lot of games and almost all the review copies were all digital codes. So I think that's what pushed me to get it. But just from stuff I bought, I don't think I ever really needed one for that. So I'm hoping to keep it that way. But anyway, let me see what this does. Okay. That's it? Just a sticker on the main menu? I mean, the Mario... So much of the Mario Kart mobile games DNA is in this. Like, a lot of the the quote-unquote new costumes are from that. And then some of the I think I saw some of the tracks that... I know some of the tracks that are mixed into this big map are also old tracks, and I think I spotted a handful that originated from the mobile game, but that could be wrong. I could be getting it mixed up because the mobile game also has a lot of old tracks, but another thing that it has is like a badge you could attach to your profile. So this seems like that might be all that this is, which isn't terribly exciting. So on one hand, it's cool that there's a lot of secrets to find in the world map, and that you could just kind of find them at your leisure, and it gives you a lot of incentive to kind of just explore freely, and just kind of be curious about what you can find. But on the other hand, your actual unlock reward is a very like poor reward, I think. Like, I'm probably never going to look at most of these stickers again. So, you know, with that said, I'm glad that there's a lot of stuff to find, and the challenges and the mechanics and exploration of the world is rewarding in and of itself for me. But the actual reward of just these stickers is not worth it at all. But yeah, you know what though? I've explored every other mode in this game on stream. The only one I haven't yet is online. So I'm going to try online real quick before I sign off. Yeah, that could be cool for... Oh, there's the sticker too. It's right there on next to the name of my car. Is it on my car at all? Oh yeah, it is on my car. Okay, that's a little bit better. That's something kind of cool. I'll put the zebra. Oh wait, no, I wasn't done. Oh, because it's online, so I was on a timer. Oops. Is this 3000 next to my name, like my rank? Like, I never played Mario Kart 8 online, so I'm not anticipating to play this online much either. However, I should probably try it if we're kind of overviewing all the modes. All right. Yeah, dude, thanks for chatting and hanging out. I'll be right behind you. As soon as I finish this race, I'm going to sign off. But if you're around later, I'm probably going to try to jump on the Street Fighter or Bravely Default. So if I see you later, I'll see you later. If not, you and the family have a good night, and I'll talk to you soon. I'm definitely going to talk to Megan about next week. So. It is so much harder when you're playing against real people. Everything's smooth so far, at least. Oh crap! Oh, I think that's what they meant by the racing assist or whatever. It doesn't let you drive off the edge. What the fuck? Why did only some people get hit by the lightning? Yeah, but yeah, we'll next time I see you, we'll talk more about it. Oh my god. It's so chaotic. I love it. It's honestly a lot of fun. It's so chaotic that you can't even get mad about losing. I know, like, in older Mario Kart games, I would get really mad at losing, especially if you're, like, in first for most of it and then you get hit by a blue shell or something. But in this, it's so chaotic that I almost feel like you can't really expect to win. You just have to do your best and go with the flow. That's something I think is new in this game too. That oh my god, I was just cruising along and then I got hit by a bunch of shit. Oh, it didn't work. It seemed like they were trying on purpose to cut me off and get ahead of me before I could grab that item box. Tried to snatch it from me. But that's one thing too, like before the tricks were when you jumped at the edge of a ramp and they would do a trick and you would get a boost, but now you just mash the jump button when you're in the air and they get like an unlimited amount of... Oh, come on, I didn't know what that was. Which is probably more the reason I shouldn't have driven straight at it, but, you know, too late now. Hindsight and all. Oh, hell yeah, I unlocked Coin Coffer. Dude, the snow effects on him look so cool. Ah, fuck. No, I was almost in first place, and now I've dropped to 19th. Probably gonna get eliminated here, at this rate. Oh, come on. My star ran out at the worst possible time. Oh my god. I was trying to cut that corner and I got slowed down by the snow because I thought the star was going to carry me through it. I fucked up. That's my bad. I should have taken more inventory of the amount of time I was using it. Yeah, so I'll quit there. Happy to say though that experience is very, very smooth. I'm not used to online play on the Switch being smooth. It's been forever since I played Mario Kart 8, so I can't remember if that was better or worse. But it was good. I was very happy with how that felt. And that was actually super fun. I might play that more often online because, like I said, you can't get too mad about losing in an environment that chaotic, so... dude, that sucked though. Like, I was on the verge of first place and then I got smashed by a bunch of shit and then fell into 18th. And then started catching up, got up to like 12th, and then got caught up in that little patch of snow, just like how Bruce Willis drowned in a tiny puddle of water in that one movie. That was me, except it was a tiny patch of snow. But yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna stop from there. Like I said, I'll try to be back later with Street Fighter and Bravely Default, the game I was just talking shit about for putting 15 gigs on a game key. But yeah. Hopefully I'll see you later tonight, but if not, I'll talk to you next time. But thanks as always, and I'll see you later. Alright, bye.